and he's got Atizigi to deal with. And so Ghanaians now do have to find a way, and hoping at least Atizigi is able to save this one. Recall, for Black Stars striker, August Naif is saying that anytime Atizigi is in the post, he concedes. Just wanted to leave. He might want to have this one. Here comes Sabitzer against Atizigi. Just about 12 minutes gone. Sabitzer! Well, the home side do have the first goal. Clearly and confidently struck there by Marcel Sabitzer. And now the Austrians have their noses in front. They lead by a goal to nil. There's a penalty conceded in the 10th minute there by Jonas Ajete. And Sabitzer converts beautifully for the Austrians.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised. He has a lot of power and precision when it comes to penalty kicks. And Lawrence Atizigi, although this season has saved a couple of penalties for St. Gallen, throughout his career, I think he's looking at just saving about 18% of the penalties that he saved. He faced 44 penalties so far, only saving 8 of them. And so it clearly is not his speciality. But I think it was a good attempt. It was just too much power from Sabitzer there. And it's a shame because Ghana were just about starting to settle in the game, and Austria just had this opportunity from 18 yards.
Marcel Sabitzer, 32 years of age, plays club football for Borussia Dortmund. He's got 20 games there for Dortmund, just a goal there for the side and 2 assists. This season he's got only 2 yellow cards, and now he scored there for Austria. And before the goal, the Austrians have been unbeaten at home in both competitive and non-competitive matches for the past 3 years. Now they have a goal to show for the effort there. Ball to the left-hand side once again, whipped in here, and again another opportunity there for the home side. It clearly tells you that they are not giving up, and so the man who plays his club football for Leipzig, from Gartner, the final touch of the ball. Now there'll be a lot of questions to be asked about the back line of the Ghanaians, and again how a centre back from Austria was just found his way into the 18-yard box and is able to win a penalty for the Austrians.
I was surprised to see Dansu there in that sequence. It didn't feel like a second phase after a corner kick. I don't know if that was a strategy that they used, but it was quite deliberate to go long to someone who's very strong in the air. And in the end, it led to the penalty that has been the difference so far.
Here comes Stefan Posch. Now he's trying to find space in the middle there. And really another quality ball on the left-hand side. Another ball dragged in, and Ghana having all sort of troubles in the 18-yard box. And Ishahaku comes in to defend. It's going to be another huge fight now. And Ghana is going to be in a very good position, and the referee definitely is going to call for this. But no. And Prince Edu Kobna was hoping at least there was going to be a call for either a free kick or penalty. And Sabitzer here on the other side for Austria. Now the home side really have seen plenty of the ball just in front of the Ghanaian 18-yard box. Not seeing the midfield of Ghana really clicking in this game yet. The Austrians have been all over the place with the likes of Krilic and Seward. Another ball here to Atizigi to pick it up. Now in the turn of the millennium, Austria really failed to qualify for the World Cup. And it's going to be the 14 matches played by Austria so far, and hoping to pick up their 10th win. And yet to really concede a goal here, but that's just the Kelvin Nansu and Prince Edu Kobna's tussle, and a little bit of a notch there from Fredo.
I think if he went down earlier when there was the contact from Kevin Danso, he would have had a much stronger from the referee. Yeah.
Here comes Ghana. Just trying to find a way out from the defensive shape of the Austrians. And ever since they scored, they've kept a very unique shape, and Atizigi trying to go Very long there, finds Jordan. Good play there from the Jordan. The Ghanaian captain also losing possession to Kevin Danso. And you do have the Austrians trying to keep it neat and simple, just right in front of their own 18-yard area. Kevin Danso once again. Final touch in the ball there came up the Ghanaian. Semenyo has been pretty much playing a bit of a defensive role than more attacking. I expect to see a lot of work there from Semenyo in the World Cup, especially looking at his explosive display there for Manchester City. Ghana really, after the current cup, just scored, not yet scored a goal, but the Ghanaians have lost 3 games, conceded 4. So there you go again, another corner kick taken to near post. And finally is being headed out of play by Grigorich. Again, showing their quality in terms of their aerial superiority, the Austrians. Well, by extension, the Ghanaians have won all their previous 3 games before their matches against South Korea and Japan. Again, it's pretty much of a worry man and Ralph Rangnick. It's the man who talked about the fact that Man United needed an open heart surgery. And he's been able to do so for Austria. Reason the team is really flourishing in Europe at the moment. Corner throw, Semenyo, that's it back into play. Jordan. And once again, the founder, Prince Udukobna. Well, the man sporting 19 shares for Ghana, Prince Udukobna, played 9 matches there for his club, Victoria Pleasant. And just a goal for the club, and of course, another poor play. And he's really been on holiday, the Austrian goalkeeper. He's not really been tested by anybody.
So far, all the attacking questions have been asked by Austria. 3 shots, 1 on target, 1 big chance coming from the penalty.
And Clay tells you that they've been the super side so far. Danso once again pushing straight in the midfield and ball sent to the left-hand side with Moeni. And here comes Sabitzer for Austria. Things one out front. Quality play now. Looking for Grigorich in the box, and it's going to be a cut back here. And possession won by Sibo there for Ghana. Danso not able to control well, but Jordan is able to use his upper body strength to win possession back for the Ghanaians. And here comes a free kick. 20 minutes already gone on the clock there. And Austria 1, Ghana 0. Penalty converted by Marcel Sabitzer. Not a happy man at all. See what? Jiku. Very corner once again. The left foot back for Ghana. Sibo here. Derek. Comes an opportunity there for Semenyo to see if he can also play a part in the game there. Another quiet day there for the Ghanaians so far. They haven't really been a threat there for the Austrians. It's been pretty much difficult for them to come out of the defensive shells there. And here comes Dansu again. He's seen plenty of the ball just right in front of the 13-yard area as compared to that of the Ghanaians. And so another lovely ball there to push down. Final touch on the ball coming off the body of Chiku, but the referee really is calling that to be Ghana's advantage. Ghana really having a 1-0 win against Comoros and Mali, and a 5-0 thrashing of Central African Republic. The Black Stars have only won once, lost 3 in the last 5 away matches in both competitive and friendly matches. And all two are trying to find a way to unlock the Austrians. Halfway through the first half already. Seems to be a concern there for the Ghanaian bench, and the players will definitely come in and calm themselves down. Halfway through so far, your impression?
Well, I think it started out as an even match with Austria obviously setting out to have a lot more of the ball. But Ghana slowly grew into the game, had a couple of half-decent scenarios where maybe Fatal could have picked up a better pass. But I think Austria in the end have just looked slightly better when it comes to knowing what to do with the ball. They seem to be moving the ball a lot more faster, making runs down the channels, and are distorting the Ghana defense a lot more. And that's how they were able to get the lead through Sabitzer and the penalty there. There you can see Winfried Schaefer, who is the technical director of the Black Stars, on his phone. I don't know, he's trying to pass some messages on to Otto. Maybe the 4-4-2 is not working.
I tell you what, a lot of talking going on the bench there for the Ghanaians and the Austrians, and there'll be a lot of conversations and a lot of look into what Ghanaians are expected to have in the game here. So this is yet to start with Ghana's ball. The heart of defense. Ajete going long here, always looking for Prince Edu Kobna. Jordan here. A lovely flick there, and finds Ishaku. Looking to light up the place on the left-hand side. Ishaku here for Ghana. Stretch the ball backwards again. Finds the ball in the heart of midfield. Now Thomas Partey. Spreads it down to the left-hand side. It is Derek Cohn. Looking for a handball, but that would not be given. It's giving the balls away very cheaply there. The Ghanaians would have to find a way to defend, and comes Jiku. Now it's looking to make sure that at least they have a very good partnership at the back. Jete and Jiku yet again. It's been pretty much of a one-way traffic there. Jordan doing almost everything right in the game, but yet to find a connection with the likes of Prince Edu Kobna and that of Ishaku, who are leading the attack for Ghana. Derek Cohn again keeps the ball away, trying to win it back, but unable to be on his feet. Really protesting to the referee about this particular scenario here, but he's been taking the referee really going to have a word there with Otuado regarding some of the off-field incidents or things that have been happening on the field alongside.
Yeah, Otto clearly frustrated. I think that would come from the earlier incident where the referee not giving the free kick to Prince when he was through on goal and was brought down by Kevin Danso, but the referee had judged that to be a fair push. I think the issue with the 4-4-2 is Jordan playing as a striker in the system or as a number 10? Because we've seen situations where the team has gone long to Prince Edu Kobna, but he's never close enough for the second ball.
I think he's just playing as a 10, just behind Edu Kobna. Well, the second ball is really not being picked up by the Ghanaians, and so that becomes much of a problem there for Ghana. Kelvin Anso, Austria now keeping the ball at the back. Always laughing the likes of Posh and Fido switching play on the left-hand side, and expecting some bit of a run there from Schmidt there. And yet again, a lot of pushing and shoving in the box Dansu once again wins back possession. Here comes Austria. And that's going to be a foul. That's definitely going to be a foul there. Well, they've been piling up the pressure on Ghanaians, and so when you're conceding a foul, it's very close to the 18-yard box, but 20 yards away. And yet again, you just talk about the right full back for the Austrian side, Stefan Posch. It's been notched there from the point of view of Semenyo. He's expected to lead the lines there for Ghana at the World Cup as well on the flanks. Tiziki trying to control and form his wall. The Ghanaians try to defend this set piece. This is one of the quality moments of Sabitzer in terms of getting the ball still into the likes of Gregorish. And Gardner, all of them in there waiting for some bit of a connection on the ball here. But Austria will have Grealish behind the ball. And Sabitzer also trying to go in here, dinks the ball to the far side. Ghana defends by Jiku. Heads it away, back into the Ghanaian 18-yard box. And Ghana eventually gets it away by Jordan. But the Black Stars have won only 2 out of their last 10 international friendly matches. And this might be their 11th international friendly matches there. And they are down by a goal to nil. Well, back in 11 December 2024, the Black Stars won by 2-1 against Togo. And then a 1-0 win against Nicaragua on the 27th of October 2022. Those are the 2 games the Black Stars have won in international friendly matches.
In contrast, Austria have lost just 2 in the last 10.
And now the lead might go to nil, and that's going to be another foul that the fans really calling for a foul here, but that will not be given. And Ghanaians having a lot of trouble keeping possession, and you have Sabitzer and his team just making sure that they are able to win back possession. Stefan Posch here for Austria. He's trying to keep possession and for the Ghanaians to come out of their defensive area. Here comes Sword again, and you have Philip Mweni. Oh, the interesting bit about the Austrian is that they always suit possessions and position as well, and so sometimes you do see a centre forward in defensive lines, you do see a centre back also in centre forward position. Anytime they have possession and they're going forward, they lose it. You do have most of the players just moving into different shapes and different positions.
Well, it's typical of the Ralph Rangnick side that we've seen. Bases a lot of emphasis on fluidity in attack, passing, movement, pressing. And Otuado is aware of that. He mentioned in his press conference that that's what he expects. Have they dealt with it well so far? Maybe to some extent.
Yeah. Half an hour gone already. And Ghana now do have an advantage going forward. Edukov now in the box. Edukov now looking to shoot here. Drags the ball back, and now the Austrians will have to quickly defend the lines and concede a corner kick. And that was a great work there from 6-year-old Nicolas Sewald, and a player from Leipzig. Well, he did almost everything right, didn't he? Once again, you do have Kevin Dansu always there, but this is the final touch on the board there by Nicolas Sewald, and so there's a corner kick advantage there for Ghana. And Jordan is always going to be the man to effect this one. Here comes the Ghanaians looking to hit this one to near post, and once again also looking for handball call, and this is obviously one of the clearest opportunities for the Ghanaians, and Semenyo blasting the ball wide. Meantime, early on the Ghanaians were calling for a handball, was it? Wasn't it?
It did look like a handball.
Okay, That's a threat there from Semenyo in the 18-yard box anytime he gets the opportunity, and that's where the Cobans Pate, and this is the left foot strike there from Antoine Semenyo, looking to get a equalizing goal before the break. And that's the closest the Ghanaians really have come in terms of getting the goal here, but that was not to be. Jonas Ajete for Ghana. This is Sibo. He has to lose possession, and now it's going to be Greg Gorich here, but Ghanaians quickly doing so to win back possession. It's been missing in action for the first during the qualification for the World Cup, but is back again, looking to cement his place and perhaps pick up his #1 spot. And so the international friendly matches the Black Stars really have engaged in was a 1-0 and 2-0 defeat to South Korea and Japan in the Asian Cup as well. And then the injury down to Francis Abu, ACL, in that Asian Cup as well. And a 4-0 defeat to USA and 2-0 defeat to Mexico back in 2023. And also losing to Brazil by 3-0 back in 2022. And Raf Rangnick really not satisfied with the team, maybe looking for more goals. Here comes Danso. Danso. Now obviously looking for the run there of Schmidt.
And that's the second time that he's troubled this Austrian defense with his runs in behind, and you can there in that position.
I tell you,
and if there was VAR, I would expect the referee to be signaling.
But well, the interesting bit about the Austrians I did mention about position of play, and where you have the midfielder coming back to defend this long balls behind the back line. There was no Kevin Ansel, there was no Marco Fred there. Again, the Ghanaians will feel hard done by the calls of the referee here, that some of the calls there should be going the Ghanaian way. Very sad scenario.
Once again, is Grealish on the fouling end again?
Yeah, again, it's two fouls there from him.
The first one, the referee said it wasn't a foul.
I tell you what, just going into this game and before the World Cup back in Qatar, the Black Stars are going to have a 3-1 win against Switzerland. Comes another set piece, that long one here for Jordan Ayew, and again, always able to pick it up.
I've been disappointed with the set plays that we've seen so far. It feels as if the team is trying to force it a bit. You know, when you see a team put in a free kick from a center line into a box, it's usually crunch time. Another time, when you're trying to chase a game.
Yeah, I mean, those are the times you get some bit of reactions from former players who feel the team would have done better.
There's barely any angle when you are on the center line. I would have wished the team tried to work the ball a bit.
Austria. The ascendants here, and Sibo just committed foul just around the circle, and there comes Kevin Anso. Here comes Stefan Posch, always looking to advertise one into the box and be dealt with beautifully. The Ghanaians once again is Jordan, looking for space, looking for the round there of Ishaku, tracks the ball back again. Urenchi, it's been pretty much quiet at the right back position there, the Ghanaian. And here comes Derek Cohn. Not been able to join the attack as expected there, the left full back. The Black Stars really out of the 10 international friendlies played. Been an interesting game here, and here comes another opportunity for Ghana to see if they can get a free kick. Well, it's offside.
This time is offside.
Well, that's what been pretty much frustrating there for the Ghanaian striker, Prince Edu Kwabna. He's been the tormentor in chief there against the Austrian back line. And yet again,
I don't think that was offside. That's the thing.
Tight call there. Yeah, it was played on.
Yeah, Mwene plays him on the left side. And
played on by Mwene. And so, again, it's a very tight call there. And Kevin Anso was all over him.
Yeah, but then again, there's no VAR. So.
Very sad scenario there for this young man. He's really working himself in this game, and he's hoping at least to get an opportunity to get a goal there for Ghana. But that is not the story. Here comes another ball to the right-hand side, and it's been well collected beautifully by Schmidt. Yes, that's something to be ball just off the line, was it? Yes, eventually the call comes in. Well, the Black Stars really conceded a lot of goals there in the international friendly matches. 23 of those matches played, or perhaps 23 goals conceded. It's going just fine within this period. Well, the Black Stars qualified as winners of their World Cup group, just like Austria, dropping just 5 points, winning 8, drawing 1. A defeat out of the 10 matches with a staggering 17 plus goals difference. Well, the last time Austria lost at home was back in 13 October 2023, a 3-2 loss to Belgium. This particular ground ends Hapoel Stadium in Vienna. Likes of David Alaba, Kevin Danso, Konrad Lima, Marcel Sabitzer, and Marko Arnautovic all available in that game. And today you have Kevin Danso and Marcel Sabitzer starting. Marko Arnautovic on the bench, probably be thrown into the second half as we approach just 6 minutes to go. Once at a time, another ball into the box, and once again the Ghanaians have had a difficulty. Stefan Posch was coming in, and here comes Schmidt's ball into the box once again. Sabitzer was the target. It's been brought down beautifully by Grealish. Sabitzer squares the ball back into the box, and now it's going to be a huge save there from Atizigi. That should have been the second goal for the Austrians, but with a Midas touch of Lawrence Atizigi, that was not to be.
Wow, that was an incredible save. I think it was a full stretch. But questions then again about Ghana's midfielders failing to pick late runs in the boxes. It's a theme of the first half where Austria have had a lot of joy with these cutbacks from the wings, with their midfielders making those late runs. This time it was Grealish, but brilliant save from Lawrence Atizigi to prevent it from being 2-0 there. But it looks as if there might have been a very bad head injury, a collision of heads between Jiku and Grealish. But
no, that's a quality save.
Really
that was actually a quality save there from Atizigi. And again, there's an injury concern there from Book Gardner, which is what's in there between him and Jiku. Once again, it's going to be John Nayu trying to have some bit of work there with Mohamed Taish, the centre referee for the game here. It's been a lot of concern there for the Ghanaians, who think that should have been an opportunity there for Ghana to have had penalties in the game, but that was not given. Referee was in for here comes an opportunity. I tell you what, the centre referee Mohamed Al-Hoish has had as many as 20 matches in 11 competitions. 62 yellow cards he's already given out. Corner kick taken to the far side. And yet again, the referee now whistles the ball had already crossed the line. And in all matches he's played, he's given 3 red cards. And this penalty given is going to be his 5th penalty call, the centre referee Mohamed Al-Hoish.
He doesn't give a lot.
No, it doesn't. And so far, 62 yellow cards, and so far no yellow cards in the game. With 3 more minutes to go. And again, the Austrians have really put a lot of pressure on Ghana, and they have a goal to show for the effort. And they want to continue with that. Partey scores one back to goalkeeper Tizigi. And Sibo here for Ghana. Yeah, the Austrians really the Ghanaians a high pressing. Taking back possession of Tizigi. Again going long, looking for Jordan. They've done so. Swatted the effort. Derek. Corn here. Semenyo. Looking for space and Prince and Dukab not able to get there to pick the pass yet. Sabitzer. Here comes Philip Mueni for Austria. Back to the goalkeeper. Schlager. One player you expect to see a lot of work there from him is Christoph Baumgartner. He's already starting the game there. He's in top form, 12 goals. And it's Ghana, Ishaku, and in the box waiting is Semenyo and Dukabna back to Ishaku, looking to shoot from that angle. And here comes Derek Korn for Ghana. Semenyo. He's got 2 players to contend with. Now it's Korn here in the box. And a beautiful ball into the 18-yard area of Austria. And yet again, Ghana not able to take advantage. And expect to see some of the runs there from Gregorish. Another ball down to the right-hand side, and Atizigi eventually pick it up for Ghana. Partey, Jordan. It's got Kevin Nasu to take care of. Once again, it's Jordan here. A lot of questions as whether he's going to continue Scotland with Leicester City. And a lot of trouble there for Leicester in the Championship. The likes of Ishaku and Jordan really not happy. The best of passes there from Semenyo towards the end of the first half. The Ghanaians have not been able to get a equalizing goal, but if it really come close to scoring, and it really come close at and then the referee Mohamed Al-Hoish there to give a penalty, but that was waived. He's having a Grealish here coming back to defend his line, and you have another beautiful ball to Mueni. Mueni's really got to deal with Caleb Ianchi. Mueni here, very quick feed there from him, and Ianchi doing a good job there to thwart his effort once again. 3 minutes of added time. Ghana do win a free kick. 45 minutes, 3 minutes at a time. Very clear impression.
Well, I think it's been a fairly balanced game between the 2 sides. Austria just about narrowing it. I say they started really well, stringing some few passes here and there, but Ghana grew into the game, had a couple of decent chances. But then Austria really disrupted the momentum with the penalty after Jonathan Ditte's handball converted by Sabitzer. The goal probably, I feel, deflated a bit of Ghana's momentum. But as time went on, they've grown back into the game and had a half chance with Semenyo that he blazed over the bar. Have had a couple of penalty decisions that could have gone their way. Until it's not the end of the world. It's just a 1-goal deficit. Otado will definitely take this at half time. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is for Austria to get a second goal from this corner. You want at least a 1-goal margin. It's easier to turn around in the second.
Well, again, it's just about predictions. Where you have the likes of Gas Naif for talking about the 1-1, and
so far he's on course.
There's a switch of scoreline there The Ghanaians hoping to come out something. And Master Sabitzer here going to near post once again. Ghana just clearing the lines beautifully. Jordan, anytime he picks the ball, he's got 2 players or 3 players on his heels. Again, the foul there by Smith there. And so the Ghanaians would have to recycle the ball back to the goalkeeper. Lawrence Atizigi. So far, it's the only time he's picked the ball in the net was a penalty considered by Jonas Ajete and converted.
Oh, that's Kim Last work again.
Yeah, the
Black Queens
coach, yeah, his assistant.
Passing over some
bit of information there to Coach Otuado.
That's nice to see. You're admiring the electronic board.
Yeah. It's Ghana heavily represented, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now that's a definitely foul. Yeah, that's obviously a yellow card, and this marks the 63rd yellow card there by the referee, Mohamed Aoush. International games.
This is what you call taking one for the team.
Yeah. And so that's a foul there by Pate Umgartner. As a player who scored 12 goals and 6 assists there for Leipzig in 26 matches.
I think it goes back to what I was talking about, trying to at least keep this at a 1-goal deficit, because clearly Austria are going to get a very good attacking situation there with good numbers up front.
And so here at the Ends Appel Stadium, the friendly match between Austria and Ghana. The first half already gone. The Ghanaians really coming out in the numbers to see what they can do, but it took Marcel Sabitzer's penalty, which was heavily considered by the Ghanaians in the 18-yard box by Jonas Ajete. So at halftime, it is Austria 1, Ghana 0.
And so 1-0 it stands at halftime between Austria and Ghana in the friendly match in Vienna. Austria so far have been the better side with the better ball possession.